Good evening and welcome in to St. Joseph High School here in Westchester, Illinois, where tonight it's a Chicago Catholic League crossover game between the St. Joseph Chargers and the Providence Catholic Celtics. Hello everybody, I'm Connor Klingen and thank you for joining me here on Arena Sportsnet Chicago, where it should be a good one tonight. The Chargers come into tonight's game at 9-4. and 3-1 against the Chicago Catholic League, looking for their 10th win of the season. But the Chargers will have to be careful, avoid the letdown, a huge showdown against Orr tomorrow night. But Coach Pingatore has his team focused and ready for Providence Catholic. Before tonight's game, I had the chance to talk to the Chargers head coach, Gene Pingatore, and got his thoughts on tonight's game, as well as the success of some Chargers alumni, the health of the team, and a few other things. So here is the interview with St. Joseph Chargers head coach, Gene Pingatore. We're here with St. Joseph Chargers head coach Gene Pingatore before the Chargers host Providence Catholic tonight. Coach, it's been a while, so Happy New Year. I hope it was a good one.
I hope it's a better one.
That's true, right? Yeah, it's about to start.
Right.
So, Coach, it's been a while since we've talked, but a couple of weeks ago you guys got a big win at De La Salle, close game. How important was that to get a big conference win like that on the road?
Always. You got to. If you can win conference games on the road, you should be in pretty good shape. So you got to win at home, of course.
Absolutely.
You got to try to win those road games. It's tough in conference. Whatever the conference is always tough.
Yeah, and an atmosphere like that at De La Salle,
right.
Definitely tough to win there. Moving on to the Proviso West tournament. Probably not the result you guys wanted going 1-2 there, but what were you able to learn about your team, and what do you think they learned about themselves, kind of seeing the best competition in the area there?
Well, we have to learn how to finish. These are games we could have won. We were right there and made too many mistakes at the end, so it's got to get better.
Definitely.
And you got to make your free throws.
Certainly in that first game, the free throws.
Well, we shot 28%. You're not going to win too many games shooting 28%.
But a good performance in the second game against Longwood.
Well, yeah, they played better. And then, of course, the neighborhood rivalry with Proviso East. It was nip and tuck until the last 5 minutes, and we made too many mistakes at the end.
And now a little bit of time off after the tournament. You know, overall, just assessing the season so far, what would you say this team's doing really well, and what do they need to improve on the most?
I'm not sure if we're doing anything really well. Well, we're in every game. You know, like I said, we have to learn how to take care of the ball and finish and make better decisions at the end of the game. In some games we have, and we've been inconsistent with it, however, and in some games, the ones we've lost, we've made bad decisions.
Is there any certain players that you really feel like need to step up in this second half of the season?
That's been fairly consistent. You know, we're not real deep, that's for sure. So the big thing is that we have to find other players off the bench that can play. Probably the guy that's come around, and each game he'll get better, is Malik Anderson. He had missed the first 5 weeks of the season, 5 or 6. So we're hoping he takes a huge step forward.
And Malik came off an injury. He's been a nice contributor thus far.
Right.
Well, Coach, a little bit different from this season. Tuesday night earlier this week, you were able to see two of your former players, Glenn Watson and Jordan Ash, go at it at the college level for Nebraska and Northwestern. What was that like, and how great of a moment was that for you to see that
That's
game?
always a thrill, you know, to watch your former players perform, and in this instance, they actually guarded each other. So that was exciting. There's no question. And Nick is doing well on the West Coast. And I haven't seen as many because I don't catch as many games on TV with him playing out there. But I'm going to try to. And he's doing well.
And he had a career high 19 points last night, I believe.
That's someone texted me, and I have to respond. Get back to Nick. Right, he had a career high last night.
Quite a game for him, and you guys had a good turnout for that game up at Allstate Arena between Nebraska and Northwestern.
They always do. When kids that played for us play locally, lot of guys come out to watch. A lot of families come out.
Absolutely. Great community aspect
Right.
here at St. Joseph. Well, getting back to the current team, you guys have a huge game tomorrow night against Orr. They won Providence.
Wrong. We have a huge game tonight.
Well,
if they don't look at this game tonight, tomorrow's game won't mean anything because they'll get beat tonight.
Well, that was what I was about to ask. How do you keep your team focused on a Providence Catholic team that isn't having quite the season Orr is, but obviously the conference games are crucial.
Well, I mean, you keep on not letting them forget about it every day in practice. Our focus, our preparation was all about Providence. Had nothing to do with Orr. We didn't even talk about Orr. We didn't tell them what they do. We didn't talk about. We didn't do anything with Orr.
That's the way to do it. Well, on to Providence. They have some size in the middle with Petrick at 6'8". They can shoot the three a little bit. What can you tell fans about how you guys are preparing to face them tonight?
Well, it starts with defense. If you don't play defense, you're not going to win too many games. So we're going to have to go get them and make sure that we do a strong job on defense. We're going to have to board. Shot selection is important because of their size. So it's all the same thing. Nothing changes game to game.
Defense, always the emphasis in this program.
On defense.
Coach, last question. You mentioned Malik healthy now. How is everybody else from a health perspective? Sometimes little flu bugs go around at this time of year and things like that. How's everybody doing?
Physically, not mentally, right?
Yeah, physically.
Okay. No, we're fine. Everyone is fine, and we should be ready to go tonight, I would think.
And well rested on Christmas break, right?
Well, I don't know about well rested. We practice every day, so.
Well, at least maybe
Right.
having some time off from school and the academics.
Right. Rested that way.
Just focusing on basketball
Right.
for this time,
Right.
getting back to the books
Right.
on Monday.
Right.
Well, Coach, thank you so much and good luck tonight.
All right, thank you, Connor.
Thanks again to Coach Sheen Pingator for taking some time out before tonight's game to talk with us here at Arena Sportsnet Chicago. And Coach Pingator mentioned Chargers still haven't really played their best basketball. When I asked him about, what has this team been doing really well, he said, well, nothing yet, because they still feel like there's a lot of potential on this team, and they haven't quite reached it yet this season. But Coach Pingator told me right before the season that you want to be playing your best basketball towards the end. And in this January stretch, when you get into the conference play, that's when it's got to start. You got to start getting hot right now. They're not happy with how they played at Proviso West, but now is the time when St. Joe's really needs to start picking it up. In that Proviso West tournament, a 28% performance from the field against Downers Grove North really doomed the Chargers, put them into the consolation bracket, but they did manage to pick it up offensively. Got a big win over Longwood in a blowout, and then a close loss to Proviso East, as Coach Pingator mentioned, a school that a lot of these guys know each other. It's in the area and always a little bit intense in that game. As is always the case, Coach Pingator emphasizes defense and rebounding, and with the length this Chargers team has, they've been effective in both areas. Jordan Boyd at 6'6", Jalen Boyd at 6'4", Malik Anderson at 6'4", and he's come back from the injury. Jafari Brown at 6'3". Chargers almost always have a size advantage over their opponents. However, the Providence Celtics do have some size of their own. 6'8" center Ethan Petrick. He'll be tough to handle down low. And the Celtics also have the ability to shoot it from the outside. Junior Adam Taylor shoots 42% from beyond the arc and has already hit 26 threes on the season. Celtics will need him to have a big night to come away with an upset here at St. Joe's. A few weeks ago, the Chargers took on a team that could shoot the three really well in Leo, and they were able to shut down, for the most part, Fred Cleveland until the end of the game. And since then, Cleveland has put on a scoring clinic. So this is a Chargers team that can defend really well when they're facing shooters, guards that can really light it up from the outside. Taylor is averaging 10.2 points per game, leading this Providence Catholic team, and he's the only player scoring in double figures for the Celtics. But they may need him to put up 20 to come away with a victory tonight. It would be a big upset. However, Providence has a couple of big wins in the Chicago Catholic League. We're able to beat St. Rita and Montini, and recently played in the Jack Tosh Holiday Tournament at York High School. Always one of the better tournaments in the Chicagoland area, of course, along with the Proviso West tournament that the Chargers took part in. The champions of that Proviso West tournament, the Orr Spartans, who St. Joseph will play tomorrow night. But as Coach Pingatore mentioned, the Chargers cannot afford to look past this Providence Catholic team, especially a conference game. Every single one of these games so important. You want to have the ability at the end of the season to say you're a conference champion. Now, this is a crossover game. The Chargers are in the blue division, Providence Catholic in the red division of the Chicago Catholic League. But still, these crossover games, a good barometer for both programs to see where they're at this juncture of the season. And as I said in the interview with Coach Pingatore, this is really a good time post-holiday tournament going into really the thick of regular season play when you're going to be playing, for the most part, 2 games per weekend. A good time to evaluate your team, see where you're at, what you've done well so far this season, and where you need to improve for the rest of the season. Clearly, the strength this year has been rebounding for St. Joseph. Not many teams are going to be able to beat the Chargers on the glass. However, the question is, can St. Joseph find a consistent shooting stroke? Ahmad Muhammad's a player who came into the season a high scorer. He's had a little bit of struggle shooting the ball. Still a really solid player out there for St. Joseph's, and also a very excellent student for the Chargers. Ahmad Muhammad over a 4.0 for the Chargers combo guard, and was an Illinois State Scholar. There was an article about him in the paper just a few weeks ago about how he does it well on the court and in the classroom. So congrats to Ahmad Muhammad for being an Illinois State Scholar. And we are about ready to have the prayer and the national anthem here from St. Joseph High School. So I will pass it on over to the public address announcer here.
Before we get started, let us pray. God, our Father, you have created us to strive for the best. Grant to all athletes, coaches, and fans strength to pursue excellence during this event. We pray for the safety of these athletes, protect them from injury and harm. And finally, we pray for your grace, that you provide us with the endurance to pursue our heavenly prize, eternal life in your Son. Amen. St. John Baptist de La Salle, St. Joseph, Lord Jesus in our hearts, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Gentlemen, please remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
We have the national anthem, and now the starting lineups. Cameron Smith starting at one guard for the Celtics. Matt Denardi as well. Denardi averaging 6.8 points per game. Petrick, who I mentioned earlier, the man in the middle at 6'8". Adam Taylor, the leading scorer for this Celtics team. And Scott Slocum, the fifth starter for the Celtics. Tim Trindle, the head coach for Providence Catholic, assisted by Dennis Cleveland and Kyle Murphy. Chance Aldridge starting at the point as usual for the Chargers, along with Ahmad Muhammad, who I mentioned earlier. Jordan Boyd, 6'6". Jalen Boyd, Jordan's twin brother, also starting. And then the leading scorer for the Chargers, Jafari Brown, rounds out the starting lineup. That's been the group all season for Gene Pingatore. And they are all seniors. So always great to have a starting lineup like that. A lot of experience for this St. Joseph team in that lineup. We'll see a lot of Malik Anderson, who was injured the first 5 weeks of the season. And the junior has really come on strong lately since coming back from that injury. It'll be Jordan Boyd going up against Ethan Petrick on the tip-off. 6'8" against 6'6", and here we go. Jordan Boyd wins it to Chance Aldridge. And the Chargers have possession to start this one out. St. Joe's at 9-4, looking for their 10th win of the season. And it's stolen away by Cameron Smith of Providence. So a turnover on the first possession there. And now the Celtics going for a three, and they hit it with Scott Slocum. So 3-0 Providence with 7:30 to play here in the first quarter. Jordan Boyd with a long two-point jumper, and he hits it. Cameron Smith will bring it back up the floor for Providence. Smith being guarded by Ahmad Muhammad. He has it on the left wing. Now they go to Denardi at the top of the key. Right side with it is Taylor. Back to Denardi, left wing. Now it's Slocum in the left corner. Right wing three from Denardi, and he swishes it. So 2 threes for the Providence Catholic Celtics, and they lead it 6-2 with 6:40 to play here in the first quarter. Ahmad Muhammad for three now. That's off the mark. Rebound to Providence. Denardi with it on the left wing. Into the lane, and he travels. Little bit of a delayed call there, but it's back to St. Joseph. And the Chargers trail it by 4 here. Muhammad with it on the right wing. They go into Jordan Boyd. Now back out Jalen Boyd. Left wing jumper is off the mark. Rebound to Taylor. Now it's Denardi looking for another three. This one can't quite go. Jafari Brown with the rebound for St. Joe's. He'll pull up for a jumper, and he hits it. It's a long two. His foot may have been on the line there. So a couple of points for Jafari Brown. Chance Aldridge applying some pressure in the backcourt on Denardi, but he's able to break away from it. Providence in the front court now. Have it in the left corner with Taylor. Taylor going to Petrick. First time we've seen him with the ball. And it's a tie-up, jump ball, possession, pointing the way of Providence Catholic as St. Joseph won the tip-off. Scott Slocum will inbound it to Cameron Smith for the Celtics, who lead it 6-4 with 5:30 to play here in the first quarter. Here's Slocum with it on the right wing. Now to Denardi, top of the key, nearly stolen away, but Slocum was able to recover. Now they go Taylor for three. That's off. Offensive rebound. Slocum's putback attempt won't go. Jafari Brown with the rebound. Chargers looking to run with it. Muhammad, right wing three. Got it. Chargers have their first lead of the ball game, 7-6. And that's a good sign for Ahmad Muhammad. Want to see him hitting the three ball. Chargers applying some pressure in the backcourt. Providence able to get through it. And they'll reset the offense now in the front court. Slocum with it on the right wing over to Cameron Smith. Smith being guarded tightly by Chance Aldridge. Now it's Denardi on the left wing. Denardi into Petrick, being guarded by Jordan Boyd. Goes to the free throw line, Slocum. Slocum will ring it back out, top of the key, back Petrick. He's on the right wing with it. Behind the three-point line, he hands it off to Denardi. They're looking for Petrick in the post. Petrick fakes, puts it up with a little hook shot, can't get it to go. Jafari has the rebound for St. Joe's. Pushing it the other way, takes it all the way to the hoop. A little up and under. What a move by Jafari Brown. And a timeout is called by Providence Catholic. And the Chargers have a 9-6 lead with 4:19 to play here in the first quarter. Boy, what a move that was by Jafari Brown as he took the rebound coast to coast and put it up and in to give the Chargers a 3-point lead. Well, Providence started out leading this ballgame 6-2. A couple of three-pointers by Matt Denardi and Scott Slocum. But the Chargers have responded well here, and now they lead it by 3. Taylor will inbound it for Providence Catholic from their own baseline. Gets it into Cameron Smith. Smith being guarded by Aldridge. A little one-man press here for St. Joe's. And foul called on Aldridge. As Aldridge got him with the body there. Taylor will inbound from the midcourt. Gets it into Cameron Smith. Smith to Slocum. Now it's Denardi, top of the key. Right wing for Smith. Top of the key, three for Taylor, off the mark. Rebound to Chance Aldridge. Aldridge looking to push for the Chargers. To Jafari Brown on the right wing. Now back out Jordan Boyd, a right wing jumper. Rattles around and out. Rebound to Providence. Celtics looking to run with it. Here's Petrick. Having a tough time with that matchup with Jordan Boyd. Boyd, a great defender in the post. Denardi with it. Now on the left side for the Celtics. Petrick gets it in the post. Puts it up. Blocked by Jordan Boyd. Jafari Brown pushing it the other way now. And an easy lay-in for Jafari. And he's already got 6 of the 11 points for St. Joseph. They lead at 11-6 with 3:08 to play here in the first quarter. Looking for Petrick again. He was blocked on the last possession. He has it in the post. Over on the left side. Gives it back out. Cameron Smith. Smith trying to get to the bucket himself, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line for 2 free throws. Foul was on Chance Aldridge. That's his second foul. And the second team foul on St. Joseph's. No fouls thus far on Providence Catholic as Cameron Smith hits the first free throw to make it 11-7. And Malik Anderson will check into the ballgame now for Chance Aldridge. Aldridge with those 2 quick fouls. Not what you want from your point guard as Cameron Smith swishes the second free throw to make it 11-8. Jalen Boyd with it on the left wing for the Chargers. Now to Muhammad, top of the key. Malik Anderson for 3 from the left wing. Can't get it to go. Rebound Petrick. As Denardi will bring it the other way for the Celtics. Now it's Slocum with it, top of the key, being guarded by Anderson. 2:30 to play, 11-8. The lead for St. Joe's. Taylor looking to tie it up with a 3. Can't hit. Rebound to Ahmad Muhammad. Muhammad pushing the other way. Now it's Jalen Boyd in the left corner. Just over 2 minutes left here, first quarter, 3-point lead for St. Joe's. Here's a 3 from Jafari Brown on the left side. He gets it to go. Jafari Brown already with 9 points of the 14 the Chargers have total. They lead it by 6 now with under 2 minutes to play in the opening quarter. Into Petrick in the post. Finds some space away from Jordan Boyd. Can't get it to go, but the putback is up and in by Scott Slocum. 14-10 the score now. As that ball's tipped out of bounds, it'll stay with St. Joseph. Substitute coming on for the Celtics, Sam Brody. And heading to the bench is Cameron Smith. 1:36 to play. St. Joe's leading at 14-10 over Providence Catholic in the Chicago Catholic League crossover game. Jumper from Ahmad Muhammad couldn't get it. And then a foul on the rebound called on Jafari Brown. That's his first. That is the team's third foul. No fouls thus far on Providence Catholic. Full court press from St. Joe's. Just a one-man press, really, as Malik Anderson's able to strip it away. Now up ahead for Jafari Brown, and the finger roll is good. And Jafari Brown has 2 more. Give him 11 points in this first quarter. Just a minute left here in the first. St. Joe's leads it 16-10. Celtics with it the other way. Under a minute to play. Denardi with it on the right wing. Gives it over to Brody. He fakes, takes a short jumper, and got the roll-off back iron. Sam Brody has his first points of the ball game. 35 seconds to play. Chargers could hold for the last shot, but Jalen Boyd's going to take a 2-point jumper, and it's good. 18-12 St. Joe's. Slocum with it on the right wing for the Celtics. They will hold for the last shot, you would think, with 13 seconds to play here in the first. Now down to 10. Slocum's going to take a 3, and he hits it. Scott Slocum with a good start. That's already his second three-pointer. Now just 3 seconds for the Chargers. Muhammad puts up a long 3 off the backboard. No good. So at the end of the first quarter, the St. Joseph Chargers lead the Providence Catholic Celtics 18-15. What a first quarter for Jafari Brown. Already with 11 points for St. Joseph. Ahmad Muhammad was also able to hit a 3-point jumper for the Chargers. And Jalen and Jordan Boyd, the other scorers for St. Joe's. For Providence Catholic, Scott Slocum hit 2 3-pointers in the quarter. And in total had 8 of the 15 points for Providence. So a good start for him, but another story for St. Joe's. Early foul trouble for Chance Aldridge. The point guard for the Chargers may have to sit on the bench for the rest of the first half. We'll see when Coach Pingatore will reinsert Aldridge into the ball game. But so far this has been fast-paced, high-scoring, exciting CCL crossover game. Chargers have already been in a pretty high-scoring game earlier this season in a CCL crossover. That was against St. Lawrence on the road. That was their first Chicago Catholic League game of the year. And the Chargers fell in that one, 84-81. As Isaiah Harvey hit a 3-point jumper with just 3 seconds to play in that one. St. Joe's will start with the ball here in the second quarter. Jafari Brown into Ahmad Muhammad. Now it's Jalen Boyd on the right wing. Boyd to Jordan Boyd, his brother at the top of the key. Now left wing Ahmad Muhammad looking for a screen. Dishes it back to Jalen Boyd. Fakes the jumper, spins, puts it up, and is fouled as he put up the shot. And that foul's on Scott Slocum. His first, that's the first team foul. And Jalen Boyd will be at the line for 2. First free throw from Jalen. Gets it to go. Second free throw. Nothing but net. So Jalen Boyd goes 2 of 2 from the line. St. Joe's leads it 20-15 with 7:30 to play here in the second quarter. Providence back with the basketball, trailing by 5. Here's Denardi on the right wing. Back over Slocum, top of the key. Now it's Brody on the left side. Providence working it around the arc. Celtics trailing by 5. Having some trouble with the basketball, and let's see. Turnover here. So it looks like Celtics may have stepped on the end line there as Jafari Brown will bring it up the floor for St. Joe's. Chargers go into Jordan Boyd, and he's fouled as he goes up to the basket. Oh, well, I suppose they actually called an offensive foul there because possession's now been given to Providence Catholic. So Providence with it, trailing by 5 with 6:30 to play here in the second quarter. Slocum to Mazrimas. Now it's Denardi with it outside the arc. And that ball was tipped around and stolen by Malik Anderson. Chargers looking to push. Here is Jafari Brown with it. Now Malik Anderson. And tipped out of bounds. It will stay with the St. Joseph Chargers. 6:08 to play, second quarter. St. Joe's leads it 20-15. Jordan Boyd with it on the right side. 2-point jumper off back iron. Rebound to the Celtics. Denardi with it on the left wing. Over to Slocum. Now it's Mazrimas. Back to Denardi on the left side. Now Brody. Brody being guarded tightly by Muhammad. Offensive foul as Brody extended the elbow there. That's the first foul on Sam Brody and the second team foul on Providence Catholic. It's Jafari Brown. We'll bring it up the floor for St. Joe's. Now it's Ahmad Muhammad. Back to Jafari Brown on the left wing. Cross-court pass, Malik Anderson. Right side three. Can't get the roll. Offensive rebound, Ahmad Muhammad. Off the glass and in to give the Chargers a 7-point lead. 22-15 the score. So the Chargers are on a 4-0 run to start the second quarter. It's been lower scoring than the first. Denardi in close, back out for Cameron Smith, and he was fouled as he went to the basket. Foul was on Malik Anderson. That's his first. So Cameron Smith will go to line for 2. Smith hits the first free throw. He was 2 of 2 from the line in the first quarter as Adam Taylor returns to the game for the Celtics. Second free throw from Smith. Can't get it to go. Rebound to Jordan Boyd. Now it's Jalen Boyd with it on the left wing. Nearly lost possession, was able to hold on. Over to Ahmad Muhammad, right wing outside. Top of the key, Malik Anderson. Now to Jordan Boyd. Boyd back over to Muhammad. Right wing Anderson. Now he hands off Muhammad for 3. Rolls around the rim and falls. Second three-pointer of the night for Ahmad Muhammad. And he has 8 points. 25-16 Chargers with 4:15 to play here, second quarter. Celtics back with possession, trailing by 9. Starting to see this game slip away a bit. And they're blocked from behind, but somehow the ball went in for Adam Taylor. It was blocked by Jalen Boyd, but somehow just went off the backboard and in. 25-18. Here's Jafari Brown, right wing, top of the key. Anderson. Back out Jafari for three. Gets it. Jafari Brown with his first points of the second quarter after he had 11 in the first quarter. He's got 14 now. 28-18 Chargers as they've hit three on the last two possessions. Here's Cameron Smith, and he is fouled on the floor. That's on Malik Anderson, his second foul. 15th foul on St. Joe's as Ethan Petrick re-enters for the Celtics. Here's Petrick, gets it right off the inbounds, but faced a double team. Taylor in the right corner, thought about taking the three, decided against it, dribbles back up to the wing, and then gives it off to Slocum. Here's Taylor. Now it's Slocum, top of the key. They go underneath, and a foul there called on Ahmad Muhammad. It'll be 2 free throws for Providence Catholic. As now shooting 2 will be Luke Killaner. Misses the first free throw. Second free throw from Killaner is good. 28-19, St. Joseph ahead with just over 3 minutes to play here in the second quarter as now John Robinson has entered the game for St. Joe's. Long two-point jumper from Jordan Boyd is short. Rebound by Petrick, but he lost possession, and it's stolen by John Robinson of the Chargers. Robinson in the right quarter. Now up to Muhammad, top of the key, three. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Jordan Boyd, and he was trying to corral it and save it, but it ended up out of bounds. It'll go back to Providence Catholic. So 2:40 to play, second quarter, 28-19. The Chargers ahead of the Providence Catholic Celtics. Cameron Smith bringing up the floor for the Celtics, being guarded tightly by Robinson, who came off the bench. 2 fouls already for Malik Anderson, as well as Chance Aldridge for the Chargers. So that could be a storyline moving forward as Providence Catholic calls a timeout. Cameron Smith nearly lost possession there, so to avoid the turnover, Tim Trendell took a timeout. Well, it's a great week for alumni of both of these schools. For St. Joseph, Jordan Ash and Glenn Watson squared off for Northwestern Nebraska up at Allstate Arena, and Glenn Watson's Nebraska Cornhuskers got the better of that matchup, winning on the road in Big Ten play, and Glenn Watson had a great game with 19 points. And Nick Rakosovic of USC, an alum of St. Joe's, also had a great game last night, scoring 19 points, a new career high for him in his sophomore season for the Trojans. And for Providence Catholic, how about on New Year's Day, Miles Boykin, an alumni of Providence, making a incredible one-handed catch to win a bowl game for Notre Dame against LSU, as play has restarted here, and a turnover, double dribble from Cameron Smith of Providence. But what a catch that was by Boykin, who played basketball for 4 years at Providence. St. Joe's with possession, leading by 9, 2:15 to play here in the first half. Jafari Brown with it, top of the key. Brown already with 14 points on the night. Gives it off Ahmad Muhammad, baseline floater, gets the roll off the rim. Muhammad has 7 points here in the second quarter, and the Chargers have opened up the lead to 11, 30-19 with just under 2 minutes left in the half. Cameron Smith with it on the right wing, trying to get by John Robinson, hands it off to Petrick. Now it's Taylor on the baseline left side. Taylor looking in for Petrick. Petrick posting up against Antonio Hardaway. Can't get it to go. Nice defense by Hardaway coming off the bench. Rebound Jalen Boyd. Now here's Ahmad Muhammad, right wing three. Can't go. Long rebound to Killaner, Providence Catholic. Up ahead for Slocum of the Celtics. Back to Killaner for three on the right wing. Can't hit. Rebound by Robinson of the Chargers. John Robinson, the sophomore. Ahead for Jafari Brown, right wing. Brown will take a three. That's well short. Offensive rebound, and Robinson puts it up and in. First points of the night for John Robinson. And the Chargers lead it 32-19 with a minute to play here in the first half. Slocum with it at the top of the key, looking for a pass. He lost his dribble. Now Taylor has it. Goes to the right corner for Kalaner. And then a little runner there. No good by Slocum. Offensive rebound by Petrick. His hook shot is good. 32-21, 40 seconds left in the half. Chargers will slow it down here with the 11-point lead. May hold for the last shot of the half. Here's Ahmad Muhammad. Now Jalen Boyd, top of the key. 25 seconds left here in the half. Muhammad left wing. Now top of the key Robinson. Back for Jafari Brown around the midcourt line. 12 seconds to play. Now down to 10. Jalen Boyd with it well outside the three-point arc. Boyd spins his way into the lane. Now dishes out Jafari Brown. Left side three. Can't get it to go. And that will do it for the first half. The Chargers lead it 32-21. And what a half it was for Jafari Brown in that first quarter. He had 11 points, 3 more in the second quarter for 14 total in the first half. The Chargers also got a nice performance from Ahmad Muhammad in that first half. In the second quarter, he had 7 points, 10 total for Ahmad Muhammad so far in the first half. So 10 for Muhammad, 14 for Jafari Brown. They have 24 of the 32 points for the Chargers, who currently lead by 11. Connor Klingen here with you. Thank you for joining us here tonight on Arena Sportsnet Chicago. We're going to take a quick break here on ASN Chicago. We will be back here at about 7:35 for second half action here on Arena Sportsnet Chicago. Welcome back to St. Joseph High School here in Westchester, Illinois. Chargers lead it 32-21 over Providence Catholic at the half. 14 points in that first half for Jafari Brown. Hit a couple of three-pointers. Had some nice transition buckets as well. Ahmad Muhammad hit 2 threes for the Chargers also. One in the first quarter, one in the second. Tad bit of foul trouble for St. Joseph's. Chance Aldridge picked up 2 quick fouls, and then Malik Anderson also with 2 fouls. But other than that, nothing major. For Providence Catholic, only committed 2 total fouls in that first half. And Scott Slocum has been a lot of their offense. Had 10 points in the first half of the 21 total for Providence Catholic. It would be a big win if the Celtics were able to pull off an upset over St. Joe's. They do already have wins over Montini and St. Rita, but certainly that's not to the level of winning in this gym. That can be a very difficult task. Not many teams can pull off. And the Chargers looking to improve to 4-1 in the Chicago Catholic League and pick up their 10th victory of the season. Providence will start with possession here in the second half, and they get it into Cameron Smith. Smith being guarded tightly by Ahmad Muhammad. Dribbles out to the right wing. Now has it at the top of the key to Slocum on the left side. Now at the free throw line, Denardi. He'll dribble back out beyond the three-point line. Has it at the top of the key to Slocum on the right side. Slocum to Denardi. Denardi back out. Slocum stolen away by Jordan Boyd. He's got a chance to slam it, and he does with 2 hands. Rises up and throws it down. Jordan Boyd at 6'6", and he's got 4 points on the night now, and that makes it 34-21 Chargers. Providence back with it. 7:10 to play here, third quarter, as that pass from Denardi is tipped out of bounds by Ahmad Muhammad. Always exciting to see the elevation from Jordan Boyd with the two-handed dunk. Denardi with it now around half court for Providence. On the right wing for Taylor. Back to the left wing beyond the three-point arc for Denardi. Denardi being guarded by Jafari Brown. Now it's Scott Slocum. Back over left side, Denardi once again. Denardi looking for a pass. Gets it to Taylor, left corner. Now Petrick down low in the post. Puts it up and is fouled by Jordan Boyd. That is the first foul of the evening on Jordan Boyd. So it'll be 2 free throws for Ethan Petrick. Off the front of the rim, no good. 34-21 Chargers, 6:37 to play here in the third quarter. Second free throw from Petrick. He does get the roll on that one for his first point of the night. Chance Aldridge back into the ballgame for the Chargers. Now it's Ahmad Muhammad in the right corner to Boyd on the baseline. Cross-court pass, Chance Aldridge. Left side jumper is good. And Aldridge has his first points of the night, 36-22 Chargers. Providence back with it, trailing by 14. Denardi trying to cross over Jafari Brown. Not able to do so. Brown staying disciplined defensively. Now it's Slocum on the right wing. Slocum fakes the shot. Looks for the pass, but that's out of bounds. Was looking for Cameron Smith. It'll go back to St. Joe's. 36-22, just under 6 minutes left here in the third quarter. Jalen Boyd with it on the left wing. Now top of the key, Jafari Brown. Back to Jalen Boyd, baseline jumper, he got it. 38-22, St. Joe's. 16-point lead, the largest of the night for the Chargers. They've started this second half well on a 6-1 run. Providence back with it now, though. Denardi on the right wing beyond the three-point line. Denardi setting up the offense for the Celtics. Facing pressure now from Brown. Nearly stole it away, but Denardi was able to pass it off to Taylor. Now Denardi will take a left wing three. No good. Rebound out of bounds, but it was last touched by St. Joe's. It'll stay with Providence. Sam Brody will re-enter the game. Celtics looking for a spark off the bench as they trail by 16. The inbounds coming from beneath the St. Joseph basket. As Cameron Smith has it on the right wing to Denardi, top of the key. Now Brody right wing. Stutter steps, then drives, dishes it back out. Denardi long two. Got it. Denardi's first points since the first quarter. He has 5 on the night. Jalen Boyd in the right corner. Down low, Jafari Brown under the basket. Puts it up and in. Jafari Brown with his first points of the second half. He has 16 now. Full court press from St. Joe's. And they ease off of it a bit as Denardi brings it over the half-court stripe. And reach-in foul called on Jafari Brown. That's the second foul of the night on Jafari Brown. And the second team foul on St. Joe's as Luke Kalaner re-enters for the Celtics. Slocum inbounds to Denardi in the backcourt. Celtics have just 2 points from their leading scorer on the season, Adam Taylor. Hasn't been able to get going from beyond the arc where he usually does a lot of his damage. Another reach-in foul called on the Chargers. This one going on Jordan Boyd. That's his second foul. So now the Chargers do have 4 players with 2 fouls, but 4 minutes remaining in the third quarter. All those players will remain on the floor with still just 2. Brody driving baseline. Can't get the awkward shot to go. Chance Aldridge pushing the other way for the Chargers. Into Jordan Boyd in the post. Nice little spin move on Petrick. And uses the right hand to finish. 42-24 Chargers. And Jordan Boyd with 4 points here in the third quarter. Petrick for 3. That's an air ball. Chargers looking to push the lead to 20. Jalen Boyd with a long 2. No good. Rebound Petrick. He hands it off to Brody, but Brody loses it. Stripped away, and Aldridge bringing it up the floor for the Chargers. Put back attempt by Boyd as Aldridge's first attempt couldn't go, and Jordan Boyd finishes. He has 6 points in the third quarter, and the Chargers' lead is now up to 20, 44-24 with 3:11 to play in the third quarter. So Jafari Brown had the dominant first quarter where he had 11 points, and this has been Jordan Boyd's quarter. 6 points. He started it off with a dunk, and there a putback after Chance Aldridge missed in transition. Chargers really starting to put it together here. They led by just 3 at the end of the first quarter. Did lead by 11 at halftime, but here in the third quarter, they have really taken over this ball game. They have outscored Providence 12-3 here in the third quarter. 44-24, 3:11 to play here in the third. Full court press from the Chargers. Celtics able to get it into Denardi. Denardi will bring it over the half-court stripe. Now to Cameron Smith on the right wing, just beyond the three-point line. Smith back for Denardi. Now it's Slocum down low, and he gives it to Petrick. He missed the dunk, but he was able to clean up his own miss, and that's why they tell you go for the layup. most of the time. Now the Chargers back with it. Here's Jafari Brown looking to get to the basket. He's blocked by Petrick. And now bring it the other way is Providence. Petrick out to Slocum for three on the right side. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound and then a pass out of bounds as it was last touched by St. Joseph, though. So Providence will keep it. 2:21 to play, third quarter. 44-26, the lead for the Chargers. Slocum into Cameron Smith in the backcourt. He brings it over half court. On the left side, guarded by Ahmad Muhammad. Just over 2 minutes left here, third quarter. 18-point lead for the Chargers. Petrick with it on the left side, back out for Denardi. Denardi, the point guard for the Celtics. Over to Slocum. Right side now, Cameron Smith. Trying to find some open space as Marazis can't hit there. And then offensive rebound by Petrick. He was fouled. He'll go to the line for two. Ethan Petrick standing at 6'8". He is 1 for 2 at the line tonight. Petrick got the roll on the first free throw. $17-point lead for the Chargers. Second free throw, nothing but net for Petrick. 44-28. 16-point lead for St. Joe's. 1:40 to play here in the third. Jordan Boyd with it. Now it's Chance Aldridge. Over to Malik Anderson. Now Jordan Boyd on the left wing. Boyd will look to drive. Now dishes underneath for Muhammad. Now Malik Anderson for three. Off the backboard, no good. Offensive rebound by Jordan Boyd. He'll reset things. 1:20 to play, third quarter. Still a 16-point lead for the Chargers. Muhammad with a little floater down the lane. Beautiful finish to make it an 18-point game once again. Here's Slocum with it for the Celtics. Stolen by Malik Anderson. Anderson has it in transition. Right-handed lay-in is good. Back up to a 20-point lead. That was the left hand that Anderson finished with there. 48-28. But the Celtics respond with a three-pointer as Denardi hit from the left wing. St. Joe's back with it. Lead at 17. 30 seconds left here in the third quarter. Chargers going to take their time here. Milk this clock down. Hold for the last shot of the third. Jordan Boyd with it on the left wing. Now it's Chance Aldridge standing near half court. Aldridge out Malik Anderson, right corner three, well short. And that will do it for the third quarter. So at the end of three, St. Joe's leads it 48-31 over Providence Catholic. What a third quarter it was for Jordan Boyd, as he had 6 points in the third, including the dunk to start it off. And then the Chargers got scoring from 5 other different players. Chance Aldridge, Ahmad Muhammad, Jalen Boyd, Jafari Brown, and Malik Anderson all scored in that third to extend the Chargers' lead. They led by 11 at the half. They've now extended it to 17 points. Chargers looking for their 10th win of the season. It'll also be their 4th win against a Chicago Catholic League opponent. The Celtics need to find some offense here in the fourth quarter if they're going to mount a comeback. But definitely tough to come back from 17 down with the only 8-minute quarters in high school basketball. The Chargers start with possession here in the fourth. Here's Jalen Boyd with it. Now top of the key, Jordan Boyd. Free throw line jumper. Can't get the roll. Put back from Ahmad Muhammad, who came flying in with the offensive rebound. What a play by Muhammad. 50-31 Chargers. 7:30 to play now in the fourth. As Petrick had it stolen away, here's Muhammad bringing it forward for St. Joe's. He'll circle back to reset the offense. Now it's Chance Aldridge with it on the right wing. Baseline, Jordan Boyd right side. Now Malik Anderson, free throw line jumper. That's short. Rebound by Denardi of Providence Catholic. Just over 7 minutes to play here in the final quarter of this one. 19-point lead for the Chargers. Here's Taylor for three. That's long. Rebound to St. Joe's. Jalen Boyd brings it forward, and they call a carry. As Jalen got that hand underneath the basketball there. Have to be careful with that. So it's back to Providence Catholic. Denardi will bring it up the floor. 6:40 to play in this one. To Slocum on the left wing. Now Cameron Smith, left corner. Tries to drive. Can't get the little floater to go, but he gets his own miss with the offensive rebound. Cross-court pass for Denardi. Right side three. That's off the mark. Rebound to the Chargers. Muhammad pushing ahead. Jalen Boyd with a nice little finger roll lay-in. 52-31 Chargers. 21-point lead, the largest of the night for St. Joe's. And then a reach-in foul called on Chance Aldridge as he was trying to defend Sam Brody. That's the third foul on Chance Aldridge. But foul trouble not too big of a concern with a 21-point lead and just over 6 minutes to play. John Robinson will re-enter for Aldridge, and Malik Anderson also headed to the bench for Jafari Brown, who re-entered the ballgame. Celtics get it into Cameron Smith. Now it's Taylor on the right wing behind the three-point line. Taylor to Slocum. Now baseline pass to Nardi, dribbles back out beyond the three-point line, tries to cross over Jalen Boyd, and then it's tipped by Jordan Boyd. Jordan Boyd in transition, and he is mauled as he tried to get to the basket by Adam Taylor. As Taylor reached over the back and grabbed the face there of Jordan Boyd. I believe they're calling an intentional foul here. Looks like the right call to me. And Jordan Boyd's first free throw, can't get it to go. Second free throw for Jordan Boyd. Makes that one. And now St. Joe's will have possession after the call of the intentional foul. 2 shots and the ball. 5:43 to play here in the fourth quarter. 53-31 Chargers. They get it into Boyd, and he's fouled again as he went up to the basket. This one called on Jake Mizramis. So we'll see what Boyd can do this time at the line. First one, no good. Well, Coach Pingator mentioned free throw shooting has been a bit of a problem for the Chargers, and this is a time where it's a little bit easier to work on it in a game situation. Up by 22. Missed the second. Jafari Brown had the offensive rebound, but then traveled with it. So a bit of a missed opportunity there for the Chargers to really extend the lead as Boyd hit just 1 out of the 4 free throws. 53-31, 5:30 to play. Cameron Smith with it on the right wing for the Celtics. Now Slocum being guarded by John Robinson, the sophomore. And a carry called on Providence. Not often you see that twice in the same quarter. Different teams, of course, but carry not as common as a traveling or double dribble. Here's Jalen Boyd posting up on the right side. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound is tipped out, and Jalen Boyd has it. Looking for Ahmad Muhammad. The pass is too hot for him, out of bounds. It'll go back to Providence Catholic. 5:04 to play, 53-31 Chargers. Cameron Smith looking for a pass on the baseline. Ball nearly went out of bounds. It was saved by Mazrimas. Here's Denardi near midcourt. Reach-in foul called on Jalen Boyd. That's his first foul. The 6th on the Chargers. So the next foul will put Providence Catholic on the free throw line. But trailing by 22 with 4:40, it's not going to matter too much as now the Chargers come away with a steal. Robinson brings it over the midcourt stripe for the Chargers. Jalen Boyd with on the right wing now. A little confusion on the pass, but he gets it over to his brother Jordan. Now it's Ahmad Muhammad, top of the key to Robinson, left wing. Timeout called by Coach Gene Pingator with 4:27 left here. The Chargers lead by 22. 53-31 in what has been a great performance for St. Joe's. Jafari Brown and Ahmad Muhammad having nice ball games. Jafari Brown had 14 in the first half. He has just 2 in the second half, but 16 total thus far. Ahmad Muhammad had 10 in the first half, has 2 in the second half, so he has 14. And they are the leading scorers on the night for the Chargers. And coming into the season, Jafari Brown and Ahmad Muhammad, the two guys that really were expected to score the basketball well for this St. Joseph team. So a good sign for Gene Pingator that both of them are having good nights to start off 2018. Muhammad at the top of the key. Off to John Robinson. Now Jalen Boyd, right wing. Boyd steps inside the three-point line, takes a jumper, can't get it to go. Rebound to the Celtics. Providence pushing now. They'll take a 3 with Taylor from the corner. Can't get it to go. Rebound was tipped by Antonio Hardaway, and now John Robinson will bring it up the floor for St. Joe's. Was looking for Jalen Boyd there, and just a sloppy turnover there as the bounce pass hit the foot of Boyd and went out of bounds. Been a bit of a scoring drought for both teams as the lead is still 22 for St. Joe's. Providence going down low to Petrick, who is wide open, and finishes with the easy lay-in from the left side. So the lead back to 23:40 to play, 53-33 Chargers. John Robinson, crossover, then passed it back out. Jalen Boyd thought about the 3. Now he'll give it over to Ahmad Muhammad, left corner 3. Can't quite get it. Hardaway with the rebound, puts it up and in, and gets fouled. He'll go to the line looking to complete a 3-point play. And those are Hardaway's first points of the night. The transfer from St. Viator. Very athletic player as Providence Catholic brings on a whole bunch of substitutes. Tim Trendell getting the bench some experience in this one. So we see Kyle Laird, Aaron Gaspardo. Here's the free throw to complete the 3-point play, and Hardaway swishes it. So a nice play for him as he had the offensive rebound and then gets 3 points the old-fashioned way. Gaspardo to Kalaner. Kalaner trying to cross over. He'll dish it back out for Gaspardo. Now it's Kyle Laird. Back out Gaspardo on the left wing. Nearly had it stripped away. Now Connor Dunsing with it. Kyle Laird Now top of the key for Gaspardo. Dunsing, right wing. Thought about the three. Now looking for a pass underneath for Kalaner. And his hook shot goes off the glass and in. St. Joe's back with it. 2:30 to play. The Chargers lead it by 21, 56-35. Jalen Boyd with it on the right side. Looking for a pass out there to Nick Harmon, who entered for the Chargers. Now it's John Robinson. Harmon back with it on the right side. Passes back out for Jalen Boyd. Harmon beyond the three-point line on the right side. And timeout called by St. Joseph. Chance for the Chargers to bring out a few substitutes. So the lineup on the floor now for St. Joe's. Michael Green, John Robinson, Nick Harmon, Jalen Boyd, and Antonio Hardaway. Here's Jalen Boyd, left wing. He'll drive all the way to the basket. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound is battled for and taken by Providence with under 2 minutes to play here in what has been a great performance for the Chargers to start off the new year. Their first game of 2018. And pretty clear they're going to come away with a victory here, but a reach-in foul called there on Nick Harmon. Nick Harmon, a senior. Michael Green, a junior, who entered the game. Celtics are at the line, as they are in the bonus now. That was the seventh foul, the 1-and-1. The first end of it is no good. Rebound to St. Joe's with 1:30 left in the ball game. Chargers just looking to run out the clock on this one. Harmon for three. Can't get it to go. Hardaway with another offensive rebound. Put back to temp. No good, but he's able to strip away the ball there from Bobby Shirilla. And then Shirilla fouled Hardaway. What a great effort there from Antonio Hardaway. Already had an offensive rebound that led to a three-point play. There he had another one. Here's John Robinson in the right corner. Robinson to Harmon. Just over a minute left in this one. Chargers with the 21-point lead. Wide open underneath is Malik Anderson, and he finishes easily. He has 4 points now. Dunsing brings it up the floor for the Celtics, who trail now by 23, 58-35. And they're able to score down low there with Jack Nichols. He has his first points of the ball game. 45 seconds left. Nick Harmon, 2-point jumper. He swishes it. Good to see the senior scoring off the bench. 30 seconds left in this one. As now Gaspardo will take almost a shot. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound for the Celtics, and then a foul called as Jack Nichols drove to the basket. 60-37, St. Joe's with the lead. 21 seconds left here in this one. As the Chargers will pick up their 10th win of the season. They will improve to 4-1 against Chicago Catholic League opponents. I'd like to remind you, tomorrow night, tune in at 8 p.m. We'll have the pregame starting at 7:45 as St. Joseph takes on Orr. That'll be at TF North High School. It'll be right here on Arena Sportsnet Chicago. That's arenasportsnet.com/ASN Chicago/live. That should be a really good one. Orr ranked now third in the area. They won the Proviso West Holiday Tournament, one of the best teams in the state. As the Chargers are winding down a victory here against Providence Catholic, they will take it 60-37. The Chargers pick up their 10th win of the season, and Coach Gene Pingatore picks up win number 1,013. This was a game that was somewhat close in the first quarter, 18-15, but the Chargers continually expanded that lead and eventually broke it wide open in the third quarter. The stars of the night, Jafari Brown, Ahmad Muhammad, and Jordan Boyd. Jafari Brown coming up with 16 points. Ahmad Muhammad with 14. Jordan Boyd had 6 in the third quarter, including a slam dunk, 7 total. And Jalen Boyd came away with 8 points on the night. So a strong performance from St. Joe's to start off 2018. They'll look to keep it going tomorrow night against Orr. That should be a great one. It's also the Comcast Game of the Week, so you can watch it on replay on Sunday. But we will have it live for you tomorrow night starting at 7:45. So tune in right here on Arena Sportsnet Chicago. For all of us here at Arena Sportsnet, we'd like to thank you for joining us, St. Joseph fans, alumni, any Providence Catholic fans out there and alumni that tuned in tonight. Thank you for joining us. For all of us here at Arena Sportsnet, I'm Connor Klingon saying so long from St. Joseph High School, where once again the final score, the St. Joseph Chargers 60 and the Providence Catholic Celtics 37.